Welcome, Tiny Hands Big Dreams, here in the homestead in southern Ecuador. The wife hates it when I do that. She says it's ridiculous. Anyway, so what are we doing today? That looks wonky. It's not. Let me show you. So there we go. The wall is level. That is level. I had to build an exhaust hood because every proper kitchen has a proper exhaust hood. There is no buying a thing. One, it would cost money. Bah. Two, it wouldn't fit. It'd be like, yes, I need an exhaust hood that's exactly this wide and fits the natural slope of our natural house. No. It's probably not even available. Anyway, so I took some whatever was laying around and I cut up some wood and I used some branches. And then the lovely wife is going to wattle and daub the thing like that. This is our newfound forest sticks. Yeah. She actually says she doesn't like them as much as the natural sticks, but we're running out of the right size natural sticks. And there's a giant pile of these, so we're recycling. Otherwise, the carpenters just burn it. So that's what that is. Yeah, we're 50 inches wide. Matches the contour. And if you see, magic finger, that's square. That is my exhaust hood. That's what I'm working on today. So it all slopes up. And I have that square. Which, there we go. I have, for $14, found myself a piece of galvanized sheet metal. And I'm going to fashion not only an exhaust stack, but also one of those cool little spinny, pivoty chimney exit things, so that when the wind comes by, it actually drafts correctly and sucks out, rather than the little like Chinese hat thing that you put on top that stifles flow a bit. Like, yeah, we need to keep rain out, but also I need it to flow good because it's not huge and it's only gravity. I'm going to opt not to power vent. I mean, I could. Like, historically, my background is everything is automated and electronic and things. I'm really trying to work backwards of, I just want it to work the way it was designed without any sort of additional componentry, maintenance things. Porsche's design philosophy. I used to work on Porsches. Every car used to have design philosophy. Porsche's was build it as simply as possible, but engineered perfectly to do the job correctly. And they had less parts in their cars than other makes, because they simply designed them to all be the correct specifications. So we're going to go gravity flow. We're going to slope it all up to that. I'm going to put the cool high performance spinny hat on the roof. Now I looked up the prices of those, and the prices of the little spinny hat to go on top of this thing, the only one that I could find on the internet was $500. It was literally a piece of this sheet metal bent with like a little vane on it so it could like pivot it in the wind, and a bearing. I'm sorry, $500 for a sheet metal topper? It's not made of gold. Yeah, I'm gonna make one. Probably out of the same piece of sheet metal. If not, I'll have to buy another piece of sheet metal. So my total cost is going to be then $28, if not $14. Because, gosh, that's how we roll. So, now I'm gonna get some measurements, and we're gonna get to it. The neat thing about not hiring people to do stuff for you is you end up having to buy the tools to do the job. Like these. Milwaukee sheet metal cutters. Snips, shears. Shears. Good word. I bought these to do, I did the entire HVAC system of our house in Tennessee because it was complete and total garbage, falling apart, stunk of urine and cat and things. So I replaced every bit of it. I have the tools to prove it. Looked really nice when I was done. Worked well. Didn't smell at all. There are certain things in a house you don't realize when you move into a house that's used are incredibly used. Your ducting has all sorts of remnants of other people in it that you will not ever fully remove. I don't care how much you clean it. And on a moisty day, sometimes sensitive people can smell it. Like me. The other one is a dishwasher. Now, we don't generally use a dishwasher. The wife likes to just do the dishes by hand. But the point of that house was to sell it again. So a big fancy kitchen in the United States gets a dishwasher. And us being completely poor, we looked for a used one. So we bought a used one. And then I took it apart to clean it before I put it in. I can tell you there are places in a dishwasher that you think should be clean. They are never clean. Like the dishwasher, it's like self-cleaning, right? Oh no, that's like saying your teeth are self-cleaning. Parts of it, sure. But then there's other parts where the dentist goes, you haven't brushed and flossed. I can tell. There's stuff inside of a dishwasher that will make the hair on your neck stand up and just run away from you. Nothing that comes out of a dishwasher is ever clean. Oh my gosh, I can't even explain that to you. Anyway, side tangent. I decided I need 6 feet here for 5 feet above the roof, 1 foot inside, and I'm going to save this chunk to try to make a hat. Yeah.
Which, are we pulling this end over?
Yeah, we're rolling it into a tube this way. Before you touch it, it's razor sharp.
Yep.
It wants to hurt you. It wants you to bleed. No sheet metal project is complete without significant blood loss. Every bit of it is a sharpened knife. This is a serrated knife, like they use for tomato. So we're going to roll it. There's 4 sides and then overlap. And then we're going to clamp it. This side is sort of critical that it has to end up where it ends up. That side is just sort of round. So if it comes in just to a semblance of round, that's great for now. I can adjust it to size second.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
For viewers at home or at work, get back to work, slacker. We're making a squound, which is square on the bottom, round on the top, to neatly fit the frame that I've done, and then when it goes out the top as round, so it has a little rotating hat, so it's a squound. Because that's what I woke up and felt like doing. Okay. Now we're going to fight, because it was rolled the other way.
Yeah, we're going to fight the creases.
Yeah, so you got to start by popping that crease down. The little rainbow. Yep. More. There we go. Okay.
Hard.
All right.
You have the hard one.
Hold on. Let me get a little square action going. There we go.
I feel like that was going to end.
Okay, more.
It's a real spring. Angry.
I must have wanged it extra hard there. All right, let's start from the other side. That's sort of terrible.
Yeah, that looks square round transition.
Yeah.
I'm sure once we get it more square.
All right. I'm gonna start on this line. Oh, that's... Give up.
I haven't seen my convention lately. Far corner is starting to go out of your line.
Down here?
Yeah. Jules, you put your microphone up in it while it's going clank, 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 clank.
Yeah. Okay.
You're getting a semblance of square.
All right.
Mind her edges, guys. What? Mind her edges. Yeah. Don't fight them up.
I need... Whoa. No, this has to come in a little more. I'm trying to line up my... See how I'm tockling in? Your end has to get smaller. Okay, hold right there.
Thank you.
Tighter. Okay, clamp it.
Anywhere?
Yep.
Oh, that.
Yeah. That's the beginning of a squound.
Weird looking. want to put one here? No, that was really not much. Here, that's a little. Man. Well,
Yeah, we'll give it a little bit of sealant. That'd be great. Yeah, keep pressure down there.
Just don't slice your thumb there, kid.
Yeah, sliding along sheet metal is always bad. With the vent.
okay. Bartender's looking at you. I can come to you. Don't you wanna-
Be careful on the edges and the goo. Got it?
That was not supposed to be.
Sorry. We'll put it up there.
Right. Now what do you want me to do? Scurry it over there?
Yeah.
This is only vaguely terrifying.
You've got to get one foot. Oh, back up. Yep. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, here, hook over here. There you go. There you go. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're doing it.
I can't see anything.
It doesn't matter. You got it in. Stop. That fits pretty good.
That is hilarious.
Ah.
Can I keep this piece?
No. We may use it. All right. I need you to set my level.
Yeah, I can hang it.
We're gonna come down another inch.
That's the entire chimney.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
That looks goofy.
Yeah, I guess I gotta walk around now.
What?
I no longer have access to.
Yeah, I'll come over.
No, no.
Should I have that piece of wood to kind of straighten the top?
Not yet.
Is it? Should I not stand?
I just need you to set the level like we do a post.
Now we must level our crazy contraption.
The entire top needs to go up. Like up mountain.
Okay. Give it a little support. That's about it.
In case anyone is wondering
Close.
what I'm standing next to. Stop eating that.
Close. Right there is close.
All right, now set the other way. Left to right.
What?
Set the left to right. Yeah, I don't think the wind is as big a player as I thought.
It's pretty stable.
Yeah. No, it's rather rigid. Okay, so this part has been accomplished. We have the squound flue stuffed into the exhaust hood frame through the roof, and I have sealed the top. So that part is done. Now, the next part is I'm going to cut these and fit it because this is actually the surface, and I want it to pick up exhaust fumes as good as possible. So I'm gonna cut off this backside and then bend a little bit of sheet metal around my wood there so they can interface with the mud and eventually Cadillac, which will be fun. Okay. Here we go. I have a little wood spreader. Looks like an asterisk up there in the top. Clips on. Piece of plastic in a bag. That'll do us until I get the little directional spinner vent top made. And this is what we get for the bottom. Basically just keep the water from puddling in any real sense. Send it down the roof. There's another piece that I did on the backside that is just it's the opposite of this, but small. There we go. And there's our square to round transition. That works out. And it should be totally sealed. Beauty. I did get up and shake it. I was trying to figure out wind loading. The best I could figure was even at a 60-mile-an-hour wind, we're at about 40 pounds of force, which we do not ever get winds like that here. So I grabbed it by the top and I reefed on it pretty solid. And because it is pinned solidly to four sides of the roof and then to the wood below, it has a pretty good grasp. I was going to guy wire it and then run wires out to the roof, and it's really stout. So we're going to call it good and move on. All right, I got to go cut the bottom. Oops. Because this isn't Instagram, we don't just do the highlight reel. There's there's human factor. I am human. I have validated my humanity by doing a human thing. Look at that.
Not AI?
I turned into a positive.
You are not AI, sir.
No, we use none of it on our channel. I cut my little wire when I came up here and I just nicked them. Unfortunately, there's a screw here that holds it up, but a screw is only so good. So what I've done is I poked a couple of holes and I wire in tension, because wire in tension has far more strength than a screw ever could. The screw can crack out and fall, but for the wire up here, I can divide out the force over a couple of holes, and each piece of wire is, I don't know, 80 pounds worth. If you look at this one on the end, you can see it a little better. So my forces of this are held on the top in tension, which is there's a screw and there's a bunch of wire. And on the bottom, I'm in compression. And again, there's a screw and a bunch of wire. So I did hang on this. And it has a triangle, levers, compression, tension, and I'm good. And then I cut it. Oops. So now I have to fish in a new piece. It happens. Okay. Where we're going to leave off today. So, that part is done. A little bit of sealant on the corners. I got my flange all the way around. I'm doing this in the dark because stupid me did not do a proper outro in the daytime. And we need to get the video up and I won't be around tomorrow. So, the lovely wife has continued to do her waddle magic, which she says is a few levels higher than the other stuff. But she's getting good at it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Starting to mud it over here. Yeah, little by little. And that's where we're going to call it for today. I've been working on the roof. I got my battens in over here. I don't have a chance tomorrow, but we'll get back to it the next day or two. And that is how you build a custom vent hood for a natural home. We could have built the whole thing out of clay, including the stack, but my God, it's a lot of weight, and we would have had to waterproof it and do a whole thing and a chimney and a... Oh, gosh. Yeah, we're not super purists about it. So this piece of sheet metal is a nice middle ground for us, but I think it'll be great. I think it'll work pretty well. Well, thanks for watching. We will see you for the next one, and for eventually when we do the next part, which is showing this thing done, and then eventually the little spinny top. I'll make a video out of that too. All right, thanks for watching.